hear me all right?
Yeah. Apparently we're live. Let's check this out on Facebook, because I don't know if we are. Let's have a look. That's the thing about doing these broadcasts. You don't know we're live. Yes, we're live, Jim. So, how are you, mate?
I'm all right, mate. I'm right enough.
So we have gone absolutely live. This is using an application called StreamYard. We've got 2 people going. I'm currently looking on to see if we're getting any comments or anything like that as we're going on, and I will speak to them as they go. You won't be able to see them, but I will live view comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Click on a comment to show it on the screen. Adam Willoughby is saying double trouble, which is should we absolutely live, which is awesome. To be honest. So, Jim, how are you doing?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm right enough. Life is good.
That's bizarre. I'm having to put my laptop at a bizarre angle to get myself on screen.
It's not
crazy.
Bad thing.
Oh, I really want to give you a particular... Between the lines, Vaughan, between the lines. I'm sorry, his filter missing. Right, so before anybody, right, we've got 7 people watching, which is pretty good. Right, for some reason, we're going to be hammering this part to death over the next few months. We've started a YouTube channel. We want to take our message beyond the reach of North Yorkshire, Keighley, that sort of area. We figure YouTube is absolutely the best platform to do that with. We can post videos to YouTube, and we will be posting YouTube videos. That's without a shadow of a doubt. However, we also want to be we also want to be able to interact with you all. That's the one thing that we absolutely love. We think it's so vital, because what we've also noticed is, let alone just us 2 interacting with each other, it's the fact that all of you guys can interact with each other, which is something kind of special, really. And we've realized that the longer that we've been going. So what we want you to do is go over to YouTube, go to Talk and Thrive Stigma Fighters. So when you go to YouTube, open it up, log in as you normally would do, search for Talk and Thrive Stigma Fighters. You'll see a picture of me and him. You'll see videos of me and him. Click subscribe. In less than a week, we've managed to get 18 subscriptions, and that's pretty good for us.
And the bell icon, because that will inform them when we put a new video up.
I didn't know that. Really?
I think so. Do I know something you don't?
But that's why we work well together, Jim, don't we? Because we do things that...
I might be wrong.
But here's the best bit for everybody. By being on YouTube, you can get us through your TV. So imagine that.
That's all you need. Sat there having a very nice meal with partner, and me and him pop up on your TV screen. Awesome.
Yeah, so you'll be having your tea, you'll be sat there, you'll be having a romantic moment, you'll be sat there and you'll be thinking, oh, it's Valentine's Day, love, let's have a bit of romance, have a little bit of eau d'amour, let's put YouTube on. And then all of a sudden me and him come on. 9 months later, you'll have a whole bunch of John and Jimmy's. I've missed you.
My head looks shiny.
That's because you have no hair. See, remember, people, still cough like that. Even if you're on your own, just get into the habit of coughing like that. So, an interesting conversation today. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember, Jim. A few months ago, there was all the conspiracy theories going on about, they built all these Nightingale hospitals and they've not been used. What a waste of public resource. Do you remember me and you having a conversation going, they will not be being built for this coronavirus now. It'll be for winter wave of coronavirus. Well, funny enough, just before I came on live here, I decided I was going to look on BBC News. People can say it's fake news, whatever. But not only has it been announced there are now more COVID patients in England hospitals than there were in March, But Nightingale hospitals have now been told to prepare for COVID. So what you and I said all along, that Nightingale hospitals were being built for waves 2, 3, and 4, wave 2 is coming to fruition. Nightingale hospitals are being prepped up. This virus is something that is very, very serious, and I think it's going to cause a lot of problems. People might look at us and people might think, it's not real. Well, I know somebody who's died. You've got a friend who's permanently unwell with it, and we've got a joint friend who was ex-forces and ex-para who thought he was going to die, and we both got a call from him from hospital where he thought he was going to die. So we absolutely know that this virus is the real deal. What I also think is, when it was in summer, they shouldn't have probably locked us down, because there would have been a chance of herd immunity, I think, in summer. That's what I honestly think. I think in winter you've got a cat in hell's chance of doing that, because you'll get too many deaths. That's my view on it now. That's absolutely my view.
Think back to the mental health situation was bad in summer with lockdown.
Absolutely.
What would it be like in winter when you're actually stuck in the house?
Oh, it's going to be a nightmare.
At least in summer months, you've got the garden, you've plants, colourful. You've got the colours. In winter, it's just grey and bleak. And I can imagine that being extremely tough.
It's going to be brutal. So we've made a decision. Now, I need to be very clear about something here, and I've said it a few times, right? I stopped doing the videos as regular because there's a phrase when it comes to movies that I was dialing it in, and I just felt I was going through the motions when I was doing the videos when I was doing them. So I needed some time off for myself. But there was one individual, and she'll know who she is, who was trying to get me to do the videos all along, and I just didn't have the enthusiasm in it. And all of a sudden I've got the enthusiasm back, and I don't know whether that is because I see there's issues coming. I think I've got things to talk about again, but I think we do need to start doing these videos again. And I do think we need to start, we just need to start talking about things, because there's going to be big issues. You started last week on narcissism on Facebook, you and SJ, doing the from both male and female perspectives. I'm going to be going very shortly into domestic abuse, be it emotional, physical, however that may be, because I think they link into each other. And then I think from there we're going to be looking at doing maybe, weeks, that sort of thing, where we weeks in a month. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, where we choose a topic and away we go. Because it is very, very important, because even before lockdown, in a home, 1 in 4 women are affected by domestic abuse. 1 in 6 men are affected by domestic abuse. That's pre-lockdown. In lockdown, things are going to be heightened even more. Emotions are going to be heightened. How you're feeling is going to be heightened. And I just think we need to provide a platform to talk, because if you're feeling frustrated, don't do the one thing that you'll regret for the rest of your life. Reach out and talk to us. Nobody's ever going to say anything because you feel like you're getting built up and you're getting frustrated and you're getting angry. What people will say is, if you suddenly turn into a systematic abuser, that's where the problem is. Would you agree? A systemic abuser would happen day in and day out continuously. And I fear for that in lockdown. I really do. You and me, we live on our own. I've only got a cat. The cat will beat the hell out of me when she wants. That's what the cat does. You've got Junior. Junior will ram things into you now and then. We both suffer now and then. Are you going to post that? Are you going to post that video of me falling over? By the way.
Yeah, you better put it on page.
Backstory to that, people. On Friday, on Saturday, I met up with Jim. Not for long, because, he put some money in a car park meter, and heaven forbid he puts a quid more in so he can spend a bit of time with his mate, Yorkshireman, all that sort of business. So anyway, there was this woman had one of these sort of like little hoverboard scooter type things, and I'm sat looking at it and I'm saying to him, I want to go. And I saw no kid were on it, and I said, I'm going to ask her, Jim, I'm going to ask her. And so off I trotted off to it. Can I, Amish, I think her name was, can I ever go on that? Yeah, of course you can. So I got on it, and it's sort of like I'm kind of like doing my thing like that with my arms. And it was when I came off.
You were trying to take off with your arms. You look like a bird what had just learnt how to fly. Jimmy, I just got I got a thing
Yeah,
through then. Oh, yeah, Jimmy, the mental health will be coming, but hopefully we can be all right and pick people up who needs picking up. And John,
yeah, it's true. Is that
that's
because
madam.
we've got some really good feedback here. That we're using something called StreamYard. I'm still toying whether we start using StreamYard more regularly. It'll just cost money, so I'm sort of thinking about it. But it allows us to pull up people's comments and make it permanently on the screen. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's an incredible thing. Is that? It's just, you know, let me post a comment here. So what's your week looking like this week?
Work.
That's it. You're not doing anything other than work. You're not seeing Junior this week?
Not till weekend. Got him all weekend.
Looking forward to it?
Oh, I always do.
Yeah, that game that you got him is excellent. You want to put some of them up as well. Maybe if you get that pie in your face, we need to play that as well.
His reactions to it were brilliant. The Splat game, it's called. Bet a lot of people have know about it and have played it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, with stuff like that, I think people do need to.
My dinner's just pinged.
Yeah, I'm just sort of like, it's great. Is this? You can start to put messages up that we can leave on there, Jim. It's awesome. We've got his logo in the bottom, so we're able to do stuff like this. So I really am impressed by StreamYard, to be honest, and what we're able to do. So I really am impressed with that, to be honest. But yeah, doing these videos were very important, I think, in lockdown, that we were able to come out and do it and show people that even with mental health issues, which you and I have, we were struggling, but we still managed to be able to support and help other people. I think that's absolutely vital. I think we are, I don't want to say selfless, because I don't know if selfless is the right word, to be honest, but I don't know if selfless is the right word at all, but it's being able to do something that allows people to see that there is some normality in the world. I think that is absolutely vital. I think if we don't have that ability to show normality, to show there's a way forward, I think we can get caught up. I think we can get caught up in Project Fear again. I certainly won't be checking out the news again. I've already noticed that the news is starting to become COVID heavy. So I'm not going to be watching the news. I might watch it once a day just so I can basically look to try and see if I can sift through whatever news there is to see if there's any hope, to see if there's any good news coming. I would expect Christmas is going to be a complete mismatch this year. I would imagine that students will be told to stay at university, and before anybody says you don't know that for certain, I'm convinced that will happen, because if you have all students together, at least they won't be alone. If you allow students home, that will mean that the elderly will have to stay at home and they will have to be on their own. So I think a decision will have to be made. Do you keep students in student accommodation where you've got one another, or do you let the elderly suffer on their own? I know which I would go for if I was the government. I mean, to be honest, I think it was absolutely insane that they sent them back to university anyway. I mean, you only have to look at what happened in Manchester. 1,700 told to self-isolate because over 180 had got COVID within a week. I'm sorry, that's casual sex and drinking. There is no two ways about that. It's true. It's what happens, though, isn't it? You're going to get people. Yeah, but it's true, though. Why do you think they've shut nightclubs? Why do you think they've shut nightclubs? And for whatever reason, they think 10 o'clock's a magic hour. I mean, that's just insane, is that? Right, folks, let's get them out of there by 10 o'clock. Well, COVID won't do its thing. But hang on a minute, what, all these people still want beer when the bar's cut? Well, there's always supermarkets for that. Yeah, let's send them into supermarkets. That's not going to cause a problem, is it? Getting all these potential COVID sufferers touching fresh food. Can't see what could go wrong there.
That was a right rant you went off on then.
Yeah, I know. I've been building up for it, Jim. It's been building. It's coming. There's going to be more rants coming. The only difference is 12 months on from when we started this last year, you don't have to tell me about swearing, because I know when not to swear now. You know, it was kind of like, I didn't swear too much anyway, but it was just, if something annoyed me, I would absolutely get into full blown. I'd just go into full blown me mode. And whereas now it's like, okay, don't swear so much because it's not such a good thing to do. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's difficult because it's coming up to winter. I'm going to be alone in my flat again. I struggled in summer because I saw nobody. But here's the big difference for me in winter. I happen to think winter's my favourite time of the year. I happen to love being isolated from people. So I actually think I'm more equipped for a lockdown in winter than I was in summer. I know that sounds really strange, but I absolutely think that I will be ready and equipped for a lockdown in winter, but other people will not because they get seasonal affective disorder and stuff like that. And I think that's
people with that.
Yeah, so do I. I've got a sad lamp upstairs and I don't even know how to use it. Not a clue how to use it. I've got one though.
Has it got an unhappy face on it?
I don't know what it does. It just like, so. Oh no, it's not. It's a sad alarm. So basically, what happens is, instead
I thought all alarms were sad, especially when they go off at 6 in the morning.
They do, but what they do is they start to brighten up the room bit by bit by bit. So by the time you actually wake up, your eyes are already adjusted to daylight and you just get out of bed. Because you know how hard it is to get your eyes adjusted and you don't want to put the light on. But imagine waking up and your eyes are already adjusted. It's like if you fall asleep with a lamp on and you wake up, your eyes are already adjusted. I think that's the beauty of these sad lamps and sad alarms. And I'd fully recommend one if you are struggling. There's 16 people watching currently.
Well, I'm going to disappear in a minute because I'm getting hungry.
I don't care. You do it. You're staying on there with me.
I don't want my dinner to be black.
We've got another 10 minutes to... Well, go sort it out. I'll carry on talking.
Can't do that.
Okay, that's fair enough. Because it's not like I struggle. I do appreciate that I struggle talking. And... Jim, there's 26 watching.
Is it?
Yeah, straight up. No, there's something going wrong here. It's saying there's 41 watching. $48? What? Sorry, mate. I'm more interested with how many people are like watching this than anything else. Sorry about that, people. It's just like we normally have like 8 or 9, 10, which we're quite up. 50. That's interesting. It's kind of like this. So, what we're here to do is we're here to try and support people. We are here to try and do the best that we can with the experience that we've got. I will always openly talk about the fact that I am a recovering heroin addict, a crack addict, an alcoholic. I will always have these demons. I will always have these battles. I will always have trouble. But I've always got you as well. So I've always got people I can speak to. Oh, Adam shared. This is what's happened. My God, we should ask people to share, Jim. We're at 79. 82.
What are you doing? Calling out bingo numbers?
No, Jim, we're at 82. Jim, seriously. Oh, my word, that's a peak. That's a peak for us anyway. Right, back to mental health stuff. So what we need to be getting through to people is this, right? I suffer anxiety, and I'm going to be quite open about this. I suffer anxiety and I struggle to wear a mask over my face because of what Longbottom did twice to me. And he forced me to do something when I had a mask over my face and I had something over my face. Sometimes it triggers me wearing a mask. Simple as that. I get triggered by it. But I always carry a mask with me. I always have one on me and I will always wear one if I can. I think it's very important that whether we believe COVID is real, whether we don't believe COVID is real, whether we believe it's a pandemic, a plandemic, whether we believe it's something that's perpetuated by the government to frighten people, here's the actual thing. There are people out there who are genuinely scared, who are genuinely frightened. If you can wear a mask, you should wear a mask. I carry a mask around with me all times. If I can wear one, I will wear one without a shadow of a doubt. I will carry one. I will wear one. I think it's the right thing to do. I think it's the decent thing to do, and I think it's needed. I think it's time we stop worrying about whether or not there's a control element going on. What about those of us who don't believe that we are being controlled? What about those of us who believe that there is a virus? What about those of us who know people who have died from COVID? What about those of us who know that friends are currently on permanent medication because of COVID? What about those of us who know that there were friends who were ringing us because they thought they were going to die whilst having COVID? What I'm trying to say right now is this: if you can wear a mask, please wear a mask. Don't think of it as some sort of petty protest. Think of it as you are helping other people. Think of it you are supporting people. Think of it you're supporting somebody's wellness. You're making somebody feel secure when they're out. You're making somebody's mum, somebody's grandma, somebody's dad, somebody's granddad, somebody's brother, somebody's auntie, somebody's uncle. You're making them feel secure when they're out. Is that too much to ask? What do you think?
I just wear one. I'm asthmatic. I wear one in a shop. I don't go out that much. So I just wear one on a mountain bike one's what I've worn for years.
I wear a mask and I've got to take my glasses off and I fall all over, but I still wear one. I still wear one because it's the right thing to do. My God, because the glasses steam up and I take it off, and then I fell into a big stand the other day. I didn't tell you that. Knocked a stand flying. But somebody, so if there's any inventors out there at all who can tell me or Jim how to create a mask position that doesn't allow your glasses to fog up, we would be both immensely grateful, because we can share that information.
2 miniature fans.
We really can.
2 miniature fans pointed on the inside to send cool air down. You could have like 2 little air conditioning units what fasten just on the top of your glasses.
Yeah, but your eyes would...
I'm joking,
Your eyes would go really dry. Yeah, but it's an interesting concept. It would work though. Because you have condensation, you put that up, you put air on it, it'll sort of like go there. It really will.
Well, if someone invents that now, my idea first.
I'm sorry, I can only see the light beaming off your big bald head. Go on, put your head down again. Put your head down. Put your head down again. It should come with a warning. James Vaughan. Today on Talk and Thrive, John Bailey with his ginger hair will be talking along with James Vaughan. Please be mindful, because James Vaughan will put his head down and it's likely to cause temporary paralysis in the eyes because it's a shiny. I
haven't even got a light on. I don't use them too tight.
Yeah, well, I've got a window open here currently and a jumper on. I have a window open because Kat seems to feel happy with a window open, and I have a jumper on because it's cold. I'm not putting heating on. I think that'd be a real contradiction, having heating and cold air going through the flat. But a jumper does the trick, doesn't it? I need a pair of slippers though, I think, as well, because I think I'm realising I'm losing a lot of heat through my feet. So I think I need to put something on my feet just to keep them warm.
We've gone well off topic here.
We always do. We always go off topic. Always go off topic, Jim. Always do. That's why we wing it. We go off topic. That's the nature of who we are and what we do. But here's the thing. Mental health, as we're coming into winter, is more vital than ever. It really is. It's more vital than ever because we've got a pandemic going on. Whether you believe it or not, people are suffering. People are dying. Nightingale hospitals, which you and I always said were for wave 2, they're starting to be used. They're starting to be manned up. They're going to come into effect. The numbers in hospitals in March were high. They are now higher because of COVID. COVID is not a flu. COVID is not a cold. COVID is a respiratory illness. It is a huge difference. COVID is not something that you get over quickly. COVID is not something you can take Sudafed for. You can take cold and flu sachets for. COVID is something that will stop you breathing. And it'll stop you breathing. And when you stop breathing, you start to panic. And this is how you end up dying, because you are effectively drowning. I don't want to be brutal about it, but there's no other way to say it. We need to just be kind to each other. So please, 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 if you can, just wear a mask. If you're somewhere and you're going into a shop, please wear a mask. Just do it. Don't worry about if people think I'm being controlled. Just think about people who are genuinely frightened, not your own like Facebook degree in like respiratory illnesses. Just start. Yeah, I'm getting there. So you want to? Would you like to? Yeah, but you need to rant, Jim. Sometimes it's the only way you can get across to people.
What we're trying to say is it's good to get stuff off your chest. And you need that person to bounce off.
Yeah.
You need that person where if you need that rant, you can just ring them, rant at them for 10 minutes, then put the phone down again. You need somebody like that. You need somebody who you can count on for support. You need somebody. It could be friends, family. It could be a next door neighbour. Somebody you work with. But you need somebody who will listen when you need to get stuff off your chest. As we know, keeping stuff in is self-destructive. So if you can rant at anyone, do it.
Yeah. It's fortunate because we can rant at one another, but we've also got a platform, and it's not a big platform yet, but we've got a platform where we can come on and we can rant and we can get stuff off our chest. What we want to be doing is we're going to be, we've got something big coming up for a Sunday, haven't we, Jim?
We have.
We've got something immense coming up. I've always got a face for it, I was told. So it's like it's just unbelievable. I can't comprehend how in the last 12 months we've took off. How the last 12 months we are where we are. I feel that you've got a renewed vigor. We started off with we were going to do a 2020 fundraiser. So you can still go to GoFundMe. We'll start to put this again, but we've decided we're doing this fundraiser over the next 12 months to the end of 2021. We're going to keep it on. We're going to keep it there so you can all see it growing. We're going to keep it growing. We're not going to take anything out of there. We're going to keep it growing. You can watch it. You can see it go up. You can see it grow. And then it gives us a chance to think about our plans, because the money that we are raising is going to benefit Talk and Thrive. And we've already got plans in place. And it's difficult not to say too much, but it's coming, and it's going to be something pretty special. It's going to be something that I can't quite comprehend where we are with life, Jim. It's just special. It really is special, mate, what we're doing now. And it's good to be part of this with you. It really is. The two of us have got something. When we get together and we show we're together, we've got something. That's good. I'm really glad you've got your dinner in the oven. I hope it goes off. I hope it burns.
I think it has.
Why don't you go get it out of the oven then?
Because I haven't got the rest of it ready yet.
All right. Right. So because Jim wants to go get his dinner ready, we're going to bring today to an end. But here's what I'm going to say to you. We're going to be doing these videos daily. Or maybe not daily, but we're going to be doing them more often than we're not doing them. I don't know when we'll be doing them. It'll be a surprise. It'll be a big surprise. And then we'll have the Sunday thing going. So actually, we're going to be doing them 4, maybe 5 times a week, these things. But one of them is going to be completely different to any of the others. And we're just waiting for that to be announced. And once it's announced, we've got something. We really have. So I'd like to thank you. So as we always say, always, we're not healthcare professionals. We don't have a single qualification between us. We've got experience. We have life experience. And we use that, and we'll share that, and we'll talk to you, support you. But if you need medical help and you need proper support, we signpost you to where you need to be signposted to. We will be with you if you need to go to your first appointments. What we can't do is we can't diagnose you, because we aren't that. We're not mental health practitioners. No, we're not. We're two idiots who've had a bad start in life and are somehow now being a talking sense. Who'd have thought? But anyway, if you know somebody who's struggling, talk to them. If you think we could help them, don't badger them. Just point them our way. Tell them what we do. We've got a whole load of videos. We might just be relatable. We might just be two guys who people look at and think, actually, that I might be able to speak to them too. Because here's the thing, what you see now is what you get if you met us in real life. Exactly the same. We're proud to do what we do. It gives us an enormous sense of well-being doing what we're doing. And I'd just like to thank you all for taking the time to watch us today, to join us. And we'll be back maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, I don't know. But we will be back, and we will be there to support everybody, just to give somebody a bit of brevity through lockdown. Somebody left some really nice feedback for us over the weekend. And it makes you realise just what we've done does actually have an impact, and that's meant a lot to us. So to Dan Morehouse, thank you for subscribing. There was another guy, Jim, who I just want to give a shout out to. Just bear with me, and then I'm going to close this off. Because it came as a bit of a shock, did this one, that somebody left this comment. Should have had this signed up. No. It was Kev Lennon. I want to thank Kev Lennon for this comment. To be honest, your videos are a constant reminder that there is hope. So thank you. What? I didn't expect that. I didn't. That's a comment that got left. I were a bit sort of. I'm blown away by somebody actually taking the time to watch us and comment like that. We're going to start to do really good things. We really are. And we do it because we want to do it. So from me, I'm going to say goodbye. From Jim, I'm going to say you can finally go get your lunch. But no, in all seriousness, thank you.
Keep sharing. Keep talking.
And Talk and Thrive Stigma Fighters over on YouTube. Please subscribe. I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but the sooner we get to 1,000, the sooner we can start broadcasting live on YouTube. And that's going to be a different stratosphere for us. We want to be able to not just put videos up, but to interact with you all like we do now. Susan Shaw's just said, we all need someone you never forget, someone who holds a torch in the dark. Well done. We've got some at Jim, and we need to keep doing these. So from me, I'm going to wish you all farewell. And from Jim,
him. See you later.
See you later, mate. Goodbye.